against the Universal Heartthrob, Austin Idol. Guys that have been teaming of late together and have been doing very, very well. But it comes down to it. The winner of this match is guaranteed a shot against Nick Bockwinkel, the world heavyweight champion. And, brother, when it comes down to that, you know that there is going to be some interest on both parties of being the winner of the bout between Lawler and Austin Idol. We talked to Austin Idol about this particular match. I think you'd be interested in his comments about it.
Hi, we caught Austin Idol at the Mid-South Coliseum before you got away. I appreciate you waiting on us, and I apologize for the acoustics, but the importance of finding out about this was such that we'll go with the acoustics the way they are. Coming up the day after Christmas on the 26th, it is already definite and signed. Jerry Lawler, Austin Idol, the King and the Universal Heartthrob, will be battling each other to find out who will be facing Nick Bockwinkel, the world heavyweight champion. It comes down to that. The international champion, Austin Idol, the southern heavyweight champion, Jerry Lawler, a battle between you two guys on the 26th at the Coliseum to find out who will be going against Nick Bockwinkel. This is something, Austin. I just can't hardly believe it.
Well, it really is, Lance, and to tell you the honest truth, it's kind of a bittersweet situation, and you know, the way the circumstances surrounded my return to the area, everything really, it was kind of surprised me too. And then, you know, I said in the beginning when I came back here, I said that I owed Jerry Lawler a big favor because, well, he was directly responsible for me to more or less kind of, you know, saw the brighter side of the coin, you know, and I kind of changed maybe my wrestling style didn't change, but the opponents have certainly changed. Yes. But to be quite honest with you, Lance, I would have rather wrestled anybody else, believe me, in the entire wrestling world than Jerry Lawler.
But that's not the way it is, Austin. It's Austin Idol, Jerry Lawler, to find out who goes against the champion.
Well, you know, I think that I can probably vouch for just about every wrestler in the wrestling profession that they all have a dream. They all have an ambition, a goal, and that's to become world's heavyweight champion. And I'm sure that Jerry, of course, has that same goal. But I, too, on the other side of the coin, have that same goal, too. Now, don't get me wrong. I firmly believe that Lawler can beat Nick Bockwinkel. But likewise, I firmly believe that I can beat Bockwinkel, too. Now, it just so happens, I guess, because I'm the international heavyweight champion, I've held on to this belt for a long time, Lance.
Yes, sir.
And I've beat a lot of people for, you know, challengers and contenders for this belt. And not just in the Memphis area, but around the whole country and out of the country, too. Out of the country, too. So I feel like I have earned my shot, too. Now, I know King wants his shot. Idol wants his shot, too. And believe me, like I'm not trying to rehash, I wish it would have been anybody else. But it just so happens that fate has thrown us together.
True. And Idol and Lawler, and that's what's going to be happening. Now, what is going to happen?
Well, what's going to happen, Lance, is that you're going to find two guys who are hungry.
Hey, who have been partners and very successful.
And friends, Lance, and friends. I want to make sure that's out front, and friends. But you're going to find two guys who go into a ring that are going to be hungry for one thing and one thing only. They're going to be hungry to win that match. And King, I want this match. I want to wrestle Nick Bockwinkel just as bad as you do. I'm not hollering, and I'm not screaming, and I'm not going to come out here and say a lot of things that I don't mean, because I never do that. But I want this win, King, and I want you to know, Jack, I'm coming at you so strong. I just want you to come at me the way I'm going to come at you. And we'll find out who's going to wrestle Nick Bockwinkel real quick.
That was kind of an interesting situation in there. It is certainly one that leads to a lot of imagination in a lot of the wrestling fans' minds. Here comes King out here right now. We'll wait with our comments till we get him out here, because I really would like to ask him about it. Jerry, thank you for coming out, and happy holidays to you.
Thank
we
you.
just finished listening to an interview I did with Austin Idol. A big match coming up. You and Austin going for a shot at the world heavyweight crown held by Nick Bockwinkel. I got to ask you this, as I was talking to Austin about it and trying to get a direct answer, and I know you'll give me that. Do you have anything in the back of your mind that says, whoa, this is Austin Idol, who can be a bad, bad son of a gun?
Well, You know, maybe that is in the back of my mind, but if it gets down to something like that, I can be a pretty bad son of a gun myself.
Yes,
but I really don't anticipate anything like that. I agree with his feelings completely. I sat in the back and listened to the interview myself. I would rather be wrestling anybody else, anybody other than Austin. You know, I won the title back, the Southern title back from Jesse Ventura. I got a win over Ken Patera, a win over Randy Savage, even though it was by disqualification. It was a win nonetheless, and also in a tag match with Joe LeDuc. And so that put me in line, with the exception of facing another man that also was in line for the title.
International title holder.
That's right. So it's just simply boiled down to that. That's why many times people ask me, you know, that's one of the questions you get asked most often, say, well, are you guys friends outside of the rings? You know, are all the wrestlers just big pals? Well, let me just tell you this. They're not, because it doesn't pay to form big friendships, because of situations like this, you never know who you're going to be wrestling.
Okay.
And
speaking of friends, this ain't one.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold it. Wait,
What?
Just come over here, Russell.
Jimmy. All right.
Wait, let me just say something. I think it might be safer over here. Listen, before you try to slap me or do anything to me, I want to remind you, behind that door over there, I've got Norvell Austin and the A-team member, okay? One of my A-team right there. But listen, I've got a proposal for you, Jerry Lawler. You know, I listened to your interview just then, and I heard you talking. And I was in the back, and I was listening to Austin Idol's interview. Think about it, King. Listen to this guy. He's saying, y'all are friends. Y'all are friends. And you just said to Russell, I don't anticipate anything happening. Well, let me tell you something, baby. You better anticipate it, because think about Austin Idol. Think about it. Austin Idol, there's the only thing that stands in his way, baby, to that shot with Nick Bockwinkel is Jerry Lawler. Now, think about that, King. And he's going to do anything he can to get that shot. You know it, I know it, and the people over here know it. He'll stoop to anything for that, and you better wake up. Let me refresh your memory just for a second here. Do you remember 5.5 years ago when Jimmy Hart used to manage, in my opinion, the greatest professional athlete in the world today? And I'm not saying you're not a great athlete, but I'm just going to say this, man. I was sitting at home, right? All of a sudden, a phone call came in, and it said, hey, this is the hospital in Nashville, Tennessee, and Jerry the King Lawler is in intensive care in Nashville. In Nashville. So what did I do, man? I got on a plane and I went all the way up there, and I thought, man, it can't be Lawler. It can't, maybe a broken hand or something, but nothing can knock the King off his feet. But somebody did, and it was Austin Idol. And when I walked into that hospital, man, there was the King laying in the bed, white as a ghost, man. Look, you had tubes up your nose, in your arms, the whole thing, man. You were laying there on the brink of death. And who put you there? Austin Idol. Your friend, Austin Idol. The guy that you're not going to worry about, Austin Idol, man. And then, just one more thing here, King. Think about this. Right where you're standing, right there, man. 17 stitches went into your head 2 years ago when Austin Idol came out here, and he was in a mask, as El Casagrande said, because everybody knows, hey, sure, you do a lot of charity work, and you donated money up in Mexico City, and you had an award coming in here. But Austin Idol walked out here, man, walked out here right where you're standing now, and your blood was all over that floor. From who? Austin Idol. 17 stitches in your head, and you've got the scar now, and that's from your friend, Austin Idol. So what I'm trying to tell you, King, you better wake up, brother, because I promise you this. I don't think Austin Idol, just by looking at that interview, looking at his eyes, you know, I don't think
Hey,
it's
Jimmy,
there,
that
baby.
was all in the
It's not
past,
there, man. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this, Lawler. You want to be the world champion? Hey, you take me to the ring with you, baby, and I promise you, you'll go through Austin Idol. You'll go through Austin Idol like that, man, like that, and then you'll have your shot at Nick Bockwinkel. Think about it, King.
Grab that mic, Jerry. Would you get that mic right there, please? You want him to take you down to the ring with him?
Hey, baby, that's the only way, King, like that, man. That's all you like.
First of all, I've listened to everything you said, and just as Lance said, all of the problems between Austin Idol and myself were in the past. We've talked that situation over. We've talked it out. He's been probably the best tag team partner that I've ever had. I don't anticipate anything like that out of him. And even if it happened, I feel man enough that I can handle it. What would I need you in my corner for?
Very honest question, Jimmy.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what. You know, back when I used to manage you, your one big dream was becoming the world champion. The world champion. That's all we ever talked about, is becoming the world champion. And I'll say this, you are a great athlete. There's no doubt about it. But, you know, I've always wanted to manage a world champion. And you've always wanted to be the world champion. That's been my dream, and I know it's always been your dream. So what I'm saying, baby, if I go to your corner, into your corner this week, go to the ring with you. I'll prove to it that you can be the next world champion, and you'll go through Austin Idol like that, and then I'll be in your corner against Nick Botwinkle. My dream will come true, Lawler, and your dream will come true. So that's why I want to be there, baby.
Well, let me just say this to you. It's what you have said is very true. We did talk about that a lot. And me being the world heavyweight champion has been a dream ever since the first time I ever set foot in a wrestling ring. And I want that more than anything that I've ever wanted involved in wrestling. But if me being the champion meant that I had to have you as my manager, then you can forget it. I don't want to be the champion that bad. So, Hart, I wouldn't take you for my manager. I wouldn't take you for anything. The only thing that I'd like to take you is to that same hospital that I was laying in. And if you ever come out and try to be in my corner, brother, that's where you'll wind up, I promise you.
Okay, Mr. Hot Shot, just remember, I gave you a chance. I gave you the opportunity of a lifetime, Mr. Big Shot. You'll pay for that, I promise you that. He'll pay for it, baby.
Jimmy Hart, another one of his grandstand spectacular plays. Jerry Lawler turns you down, and I mean flat. Okay, we'll take time out, and we're going to be back in just a moment. Well, let me see if I can get it set.
Well, you know, I asked you a while ago. You get Austin Idol on the phone for me. You know, you've got the number.
Okay, Jimmy.
You get a hold of him.
Pardon me. I don't know whether we can do it. Can we get that? This, we'll thank the Wake Up Call crew for letting us borrow their telephone here.
Mr. Big Shot. That's what we need.
Okay.
There you go. You got to work this in. There you go.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll find out whether we can work it or not. Jimmy Hart. One of them. Where is the? Huh?
Nobody be going now.
Okay.
Come on, Russell. I gave you the number, and I called him for me.
Well, I don't get any dial tone. Maybe all of those. Maybe I got the wrong. No, not yet, huh? Jimmy, we're going to a lot of extra work here to see if we can get it.
Baby, I'm worth it.
Yeah, well, I don't hear any dial tone, so I don't know. Could it be any one of those other buttons? Ah.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Now we're in
I
business.
can't believe it. $1 million operation here. You can't even get a...
Jimmy, we're not out here doing a dialing for dollars type thing, and you come out here and insist on it. Yeah. I got it. Okay. Are you sure this is the right number that you gave me?
It's the right number, baby. I used to manage the guy myself.
Well, we'll find out here in just a moment. Trying to reach. Well, it's ringing right now, Jimmy. Boy, we are sure wasting a lot of time with you here.
Idle residence, may I help you, please?
Is Mr. Idle there?
May I ask who's calling?
Well, Jimmy, huh? Okay, Lance Russell.
If you'll hold on just...
Afraid he wouldn't take a call?
Pardon me?
No, this is Lance Russell calling Mr. Idle.
Yes, hold on just one moment.
Thank you.
Russell.
Thank you.
I'll see if Mr. Idle's available. 1 second.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Ain't that something?
I'll take the phone.
Got it. You take the phone. Well, I want everybody else to hear this.
Hello, Lance. Hello.
Austin Idol.
Yeah, who's this?
This is not Lance Russell, first of all. This is Jimmy Hart, but don't hang up. Don't hang up. I want you to listen to me real carefully. Listen to me. Now, listen. Just listen to me, okay? Before you hang up, just listen to me, all right?
How'd you get this number, Hart?
Listen, man. Just listen to me, okay? Well, listen.
What do you want?
You've got a championship match coming up with Nick Botwinkle if you defeat Jerry Lawler. Am I right or wrong?
Well, you're right.
Okay, well, let me just say something, man. Can you really trust him, Austin? Can you really trust Jerry Lawler? Now, I know what you're going to say. Hey, you've been tag team partners for over this past 8 or 9 months or a year, and y'all are big buddies. But listen to me, man. I just heard his interview a while ago, and I'm telling you, baby, he's coming loaded. You're going to have to be careful, Austin. Listen to me. I want you to listen to me, Austin, please. Before you hang up, I want you to listen to me.
What are you getting at?
All right, what I'm getting at is this. Think about this, man. Who is the man in professional wrestling that's done more damage to you than anybody in professional wrestling? Anybody. Jerry Lawler. You remember the time he burnt you, man? You were severely burned. You were off from wrestling for almost 4.5 months, Austin. You could have been blinded. You could have been misfit.
Hart, wait a minute, Hart. Now, wait a minute, Hart. That's all water under the bridge now.
But water under the bridge back then, Austin. But can you trust him now? Listen, do you realize his big dream in his life is to be the next world champion? And the only thing standing in his way is you, Austin. You're the only thing in his way, man. Am I right or wrong?
Wait, Hart, why don't you get to the bottom line?
Okay, the bottom of this. I'm going to make it short and sweet. Let me tell you something, baby.
Merry Christmas, because I don't even think you believe in Christmas.
Okay, well, that's all right. Say what you want, big man, but let me just tell you this, Austin, okay? Lawler is coming, baby. He's coming at you for one thing and one thing only, and that's to defeat you 1, 2, 3, baby, and he has that shot at that world belt. This might be the last opportunity you'll ever have in your life, so what I'm offering you is this, a chance for me to go to that ring with you Monday night and to be your manager, Austin Idol. To be your manager. And listen, one extra little incentive, okay? And to show you my heart's in the right place, Austin Idol, I've got a check for $5,000 that I will hand to you personally, okay, before we go to that ring. Because like I said before, baby, I want to manage the world champion. I know you could be the next world champion. So what do you think?
Let me see if I understand you right now. You're saying that you're going to give me $5,000, $5,000, to sit in my corner Monday night in my match against Jerry Lawler. Is that right?
That's right. And I promise you, when that match is over, you will have the shot with Nick Botwinkle and not Jerry Lawler. And that is a promise from me to you, baby. Thank you. What do you think? Huh?
5 G's, you say, huh? $5,000?
$5,000, baby. All I want you to do is just think it over, okay? That's all I ask.
Tell you what, Hart. I'll tell you what I'll do. Call me back in about 20 minutes, okay, Hart?
20 minutes, okay.
Call me back in about 20 minutes, all right?
Great. All right, 20 minutes, I'll call you back. Keep off the phone. All right, we got a deal, baby. That is a deal. That is a deal right there. I promise you this. Austin Idol will be the next world
Jimmy, he didn't
champion,
say
baby.
it was a deal. Hey, he said call him back in 20 minutes.
baby. That's a deal, baby. I promise you that, Russell. I promise you, man.
I cannot believe this guy. I've been around you forever, and you still come up with stuff I can't believe.
I must say I'm not really happy about what's happened in the life of Austin Idol the last couple of weeks in Memphis, Tennessee. You see, 2 weeks ago, some scrawny little skinny weasel by the name of Jimmy Hart took a blackjack out of his vest pocket and knocked me colder than a mackerel right in the middle of the ring. And of course, I had something all planned out real good for Jimmy Hart the following week. All I had to do, you see, was beat Joe LeDuc. And then I had 15 minutes to do anything else. But when Joe LeDuc comes to Memphis, he's on crutches. He says, I can't wrestle. Now, darling, what I think that's a flimsy excuse, you see, because I don't think Joe LeDuc was ever hurt in the first place. So they bring in some geek, they call him Sabu, and just when I got the sleeper on Sabu, LeDuc, all of a sudden, now he can walk pretty good, because he hit me right in the back of my noggin, Jack, and knocked me cold again. Now, that's 2 weeks in a row. And you know something? I don't like it. Now, I'm saying one thing, Jack, and you can take it to the bank. Joe LeDuc, you're big, you're bad, and you knocked off a whole lot of people, all the way from Tokyo to Japan to Memphis, Tennessee. And I'm telling you right now, darling, and you can bank on it, Monday night, I'm going to knock you off, and you know what that means? That means I'm finally going to get my hands on Jimmy Hart. And after I take you apart, Hart, I'm talking about taking you apart. I'm talking about ripping your clothes off. I'm talking about embarrassing you. I'm talking about making you look like the fool you are. And then I'm going to get the opportunity that actually warms the cockles of my heart when my good friend King Lawler said, hey, I want this one to make sure that ain't no referee gonna get knocked down. I want to make sure there's gonna be somebody that's big enough and bad enough can count shoulders and count 3. Well, darling, I can count to 3, and I'll guarantee you, when I see the king pin Nick Bockwinkel, darling, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. To coin a phrase that Hart uses quite a bit around here, the greatest day in his life, Monday night, is going to be the greatest day in Austin Idol's life. I'm going to beat Joe LeDuc, I'm going to beat Jimmy Hart, and I'm going to be the one to count 1, 2, 3, grab that world's heavyweight title, and pass it to my buddy, King Lawler. Monday night, I'm looking for a whole lot of action. This is going to be the greatest day in my life. New World's Champion. I can't wait. Woo!